Assuming you've watched What is Price Transparency, in which I described the transparency and coverage rule issued by CMS, I'm going to dive into that final rule. On a public website, plans and insurers are now required to disclose their in-network negotiated rates, billed charges, allowed amounts paid for out-of-network providers, and the negotiated rate and historical net price for some prescription drugs. Great, right? Unfortunately, payers aren't incentivized to make the process an easy one, and navigating the intricacies of the transparency and coverage data is a daunting task. One of the most significant challenges that Revelar Analytics is able to overcome is handling the enormous size of these files. While JSON files prove to be a convenient format for storing such data, tackling the reading and analysis of large files can pose a significant challenge both in time and complexity. The machine-readable files, which you'll hear abbreviated as MRF, are single digital files intended to be read solely by machines. CMS requires health plans to display this information by conforming to a CMS template layout, data specifications, and a data dictionary. There are also defined schemas on GitHub that are required. MRFs must conform to a non-proprietary open standard format that is platform independent and made available to the public without restrictions that would impede the reuse of the information. CMS has declined to require regulating a more specific file format for the machine-readable files, and they've indicated that technical implementation guides will provide throughout GitHub. If a format other than JSON or XML is selected, that format must still adhere to the defined schema. So, you see, price transparency does make the information that patients want to see accessible, but doesn't necessarily make them user-friendly. We encourage everybody to look at the publicly available data and see it for yourself. So let's take a look at an example. Remember, you're opening up a table of contents with the links in it. Those links will then have additional links. Think of this exercise as a nested Russian doll. And then you have thousands of files by insurer where you're trying to piece it all together. It's quite the rabbit hole. Now, even if you're able to develop a machine that can read these files, understanding what you're looking at can be really confusing. If you'd like to know more about exploring the data yourself, we'll keep the link here to the Revelar Analytics website. For the data geeks like us, it's kind of fun to dig around and learn more, but get ready to spend a lot of time doing so.